Today I decided to be honest with myself. I don't really run out of video ideas. I always have an idea for a video. What I run out of is ideas for profitable videos. You know, the videos that people subscribe for and will definitely watch. Call of Duty videos, Battlefield videos, rants, etc. So from now on, I'm going to start uploading stuff that I want to make, even if it's not going to be the most profitable. I'm not saying that I was going, oh, I don't want to make that video, it won't make money. The loop I would get into was thinking, what video do I make? What video do I make? And what I was saying to myself was, what video do people want to watch? And I should ask myself, what video do I want to watch? I'm the one making this shit. I should be the one in charge. I should be the commander of my sea, as it were. So here we go. We're going to talk about fear in video games. Of course, on screen you can see the example I'm using is Dying Light. This has become one of my favorite games. I picked it up last time it was on sale on Xbox, and I've been doing nothing but loving it. No, this isn't like those 43-minute video essays where I talk about gaming in general and go through all these different examples and get super critical and drop some numbers on you guys. No, I don't really do that here. I want to talk about Dying Light and the way it makes me feel and what I want from other games later on. The thing about Dying Light that I find interesting is that even on normal difficulty, the game is absolutely frightening. It's frightening in a specific way that really can't be matched by other games. At least to me, it hasn't been matched by other games. I think games either are too easy or oftentimes have the wrong kind of difficulty. I'll hop into a game and it'll be really easy. I don't feel like I'm being challenged. There's nothing to brag about, you know? Like there's some games like Dark Souls that once you do something in them, it feels very important. It feels like you could talk about it to your friends. Now in online games where you're competing against real people, you're dealing with a human element, and that's very important. And yeah, when you beat a real person, you're beating a real person. But when developers can craft software that challenges you in just the right way, that's when I get very excited. And that's why I like Dying Light. You see, when I boot up a game and it's too easy, like I said, there's nothing to brag about. You don't brag about beating a game on easy. You don't brag about beating a game on normal, usually, because who the fuck cares? A lot of games make you overpowered, give you a lot of crutches, or just hold your hand through the whole experience. Whether it's difficult or not, it just holds your hand all the way through. And as an adult, I feel like this is kind of beneath me in a lot of ways. Now, there is always a place for badass games where I just go on killing sprees and destroy people and just crush enemies beneath my feet while I listen to some fucking music on Spotify. That is a fun evening. But most of the time, I'm looking for something more. But whenever I turn up the difficulty on certain games, I kind of feel let down. I just kind of feel like this isn't more challenging. This isn't challenging my mind. This is just making the enemies more aware of their surroundings, more accurate, or God forbid, it gives them more health. The situation isn't challenging. The situation isn't threatening. The AI is just going to lock onto you faster and be harder to kill. Now, to you, that might sound difficult or threatening, but to me, it's just annoying. I tried playing all the way through Wolfenstein on the hardest difficulty, but for the last 3 missions, I couldn't enjoy it anymore. The enemies always seem to know where I am, they were auto-locking onto me, and I wanted to get into the story. And playing through the game on a hard difficulty, I noticed after I was done playing, I didn't even remember most of the story of the first Wolfenstein. Maybe this is just because I'm a stupid casual, but I just felt like I wasn't ever threatened. I just had to stay in cover more and be faster than AI that's auto-locking me. Yes, it's an AI and it has to auto-lock you, that's how they're programmed, but when you just make that faster, I don't feel challenged. I just feel like the software is more irritating to fight and it gets in the way of story. It gets in the way of my progression through the game and my enjoyment, and it just becomes this little fuckfest. A lot of the gunfights feel clustery, annoying, aggravating, tedious, use whatever words you want for it. I don't like it. A great example is Final Fantasy 15. I feel like the normal difficulty is a little too easy, and the harder difficulty is just a little bit more annoying. It's just a little bit less forgiving. And again, the situation doesn't change. The enemies are just programmed slightly better. So, talking about Dying Light, and I'm not saying that I don't play games on harder difficulties or that that's inherently bad, but what I am saying is that you go into Dying Light, and what I love about it is the situations are threatening. Your character's ability to climb almost anything, mantle, jump, run, slide, and be as agile as a goddamn superhero is awesome, but you're limited. Your combat stamina and your movement stamina matter. The items you have to scavenge matter. Your weapon durability matters. How you play out certain situations, how fast you are, how clever you are, matters. I'm not saying the game is the Dark Souls of first-person zombie games or anything like that, and I don't really know what I'm saying. I guess this is where the problem on my channel comes out, and a lot of people disagree with my kind of content, is because I'm not here telling you exactly what a game should be. I'm not here telling you probably what you want to hear. What I'm telling you is that I like a game. And that's kind of a difficult video to sell people on. Hey guys, I like this thing. Who the fuck cares, right? But I like a game that threatens me and makes me kind of scared. It makes things satisfying when you pull them off. It immerses you. More than anything, it immerses you. The situations you are in can be your last. Each one. Not because the AI is so clever or does so much damage. It's because of the limitations. It's the volume of the situation. The threat doesn't come from the zombies having an insane amount of health. The threat comes from the fact that you can get overwhelmed. You might not have an exit strategy. You might fight a real person that isn't the undead and might have a weapon that's stronger than yours. Blocking, grappling, dodging, dashing, they're important to stay alive, and it feels satisfying to pull them off because the game will punish you for going into a situation unprepared. It really rewards you for exploration and taking your time, but other times, it really rewards you for thinking on your feet and being the better player. And I love it. The difficulty isn't there to frustrate you or to make you throw your controller. The difficulty comes from the situation, it comes from the story, it comes from the surroundings. Even on normal difficulty, the entire premise of the game, the inherent value of the game is the threat. It is the difficulty. And that is important. If you guys a long time ago, a lot of my longtime fans might have watched me stream Outlast, and I screamed like a little girl while playing Outlast. A lot of jump scares, a lot of very tense moments that are there to build up stress. Now, I'm not saying Dying Light doesn't have its stressful moments. It does. It really does. But I'm not scared of loud noises. I'm not scared of dark hallways. What I'm scared of is the situation, the volume of the situation, and how vulnerable I am. This makes me watch my back. This makes me care about my surroundings. And when you care about your surroundings in a game, when you care about your well-being, and you have to really think about things before you hop into them, that creates immersion, and it's an addicting feeling. Now, is Dying Light my favorite game of all time? No, but it's fun, and this is what I'm enjoying about it, and I wanted to share that with you guys. What do you guys like in difficulty when it comes to non-multiplayer games? Do you just like to play on normal difficulty in shooter campaigns so you can progress through the story? Do you like to crank up the difficulty in any game so you have to really work on your reaction time and you have to have a lot more tenacity than normal? Do you like games like Dying Light that are just inherently threatening and don't make you feel like a super soldier at all? Or do you like more punishing games like Dark Souls? Let me know in the comments section below what you think about difficulty in single player games and what makes you scared, what immerses you. I'd love to know, I'd love to hear about it, so let me know in the comment section below. We can talk about this because I don't have a big topical rant. I just want to share how I feel about Dying Light and video game difficulty. And I guess if I was going to summarize the video, and if you stay till this point, I think some things are too easy or frustrating, and it's not challenging me. It's either boring or annoying, and maybe I'm just prissy? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. See you when I see you. Goodbye.
Maybe the way that today looks the same. Happy and gray, I can taste yesterday. My mind goes and goes where it goes.